Hi everyone, happy Friday, happy first day of April. I can't believe I say this every month, but I can't believe how fast March went by. We'll get into March as a whole a little later on, but we have some big things to go over today. We have two bonus spins, so let's go ahead and get into it, and we will have some fun. So let me pull up my email here. All right, so okay, we had another really great week on the review front. We did end up with 34 reviews in total. So out of those, 31 were positive and 3 were negative. We did have no neutral reviews, which is always nice. Soci is pretty close to that number. They're still updating. I think they have us here as they have 31 in total, 28 positive, but usually on Friday we end up getting some reviews kind of last minute later in the day. So I think that's why they're not what we have right now. That's why they're not matched up. But jumping right in, let's go ahead and go over the ugly since there are no neutral reviews. I will go ahead and say before we look at these that there aren't there's a lot to say as far as resolutions go, and you'll see why, but just wanted to let y'all know that. There we go. All right, so Kelly Chalice, she said, they improved my yard to near perfection. Great service, very responsive to my concerns. That was the initial review from a few months ago, or probably a month ago. Update from 2 days ago. Moved to a new neighborhood and kept Weed Man, but they started applying unauthorized treatments, $750 worth in the first 3 months of 2022. Customer service outsourced to India and no resolution. It's a shame they got greedy. I would have stayed with them for the foreseeable future. So keep a close eye on your billing. 1 star. So this one is really really annoying to me, honestly, because she previously had great things to say. She loved how the lawn looked. She thought that we were a great service. However, it's the classic case of not understanding continuous service. Still now in April, we are getting the residuals from January, people just not either understanding, not wanting to look into their account or whatever the case may be, but this is just such a classic example of that. She thinks that we were charging her for no reason, when really we just came back out since we weren't told otherwise, and now she's upset about it, thinking that we are scamming her or something. I know she reached out to us and she wanted us to write off over $200 due to this. Obviously, we can't do that. I looked in the account, and she did receive multiple emails. She had the welcome letter. She had notifications every time we came out. So, and I saw where she read them too. So it's not like she didn't know. And we're not just going to give, $200, just throw that out the window because someone didn't, do their due diligence and check on their account. So obviously she's upset that we were not going to give her that credit. So she decided to leave this review, which is really unfortunate. I think originally Brad would be reaching out. I think Jeremy will be reaching out now. But I'm not really sure what else there is to do here. She has an impression of us now. I did respond back to this review, kind of, I wouldn't say it was sassy, but I definitely let her know that we are continuous service and all that. So if anyone is reading that review, they're going to see that that review is not all truthful. So I don't know if she'll remove this. I'm pretty doubtful she will, but maybe there's hope. I guess we will see. I did report it, but she was a customer, so I don't think they'll remove it, but we will see. So the next one we have Rachel Crane. She said, we have been very disappointed with their services as our yard tripled in weeds after we used them for over a year. We've been trying to cancel for many months. We always get the runaround. No person will help me cancel my service. So for this review, I have not been able to find this customer anywhere. I have searched the last name, the first name, the branch. I looked her up on Facebook. I've gone on her Google reviews and see where the city she left reviews at, and nothing is coming up. I am curious though how true this is, that the weeds tripled. after a year and that they haven't gotten in touch with anybody. That's surprising to me because I see our percentage of calls answered every day, and it's consistently above 95%, if not higher, especially for months on end. I'm just not sure if I believe that. I mean, things happen, I could be wrong, but I mean, I did reach out and asked her to email me. I have not received an email, so this is a kind of a tricky one. I definitely don't want her to just go on without her service being canceled, but at the same time, she hasn't reached out to me, so I can't really help her there. And I have just looked everywhere for her name. So I'm gonna keep looking. I'll still, go through it again. But as of now, this one is unresolved. And this next review is very similar to that. This one's from Scott. He said, go with a company that doesn't focus on numbers, actually delivers quality service. Honestly, not sure what that means. I don't know what he means by doesn't focus on numbers. I don't know if that means billing or amount of customers, not sure. Once again, I have exhausted all resources trying to find this guy, but with the only information I have being his first name is Scott and that he's based in Suwanee, it's pretty difficult. I asked him to email me, have not heard back. I will keep looking for him too, but I mean, that's a super common first name and that could be anybody. So whenever we have customers like this who, don't have a different name on a Google account or it's just their first name, we really rely on them to reach out to us because it is nearly impossible to find them. So I will let you know if he does reach out or if there's a resolution, but I would like some more clarity on this one as well. I'm not even sure what this means. So I will update you if anything changes there. Okay, but now for the good. I know that we all hate negative reviews and, we had none last week and I was hoping for that again. That didn't happen, but I will say we did receive almost 10 more positive reviews than we did last week. So there is that. So these are a few of my favorites that we had. Terry Graham said, great service. If I had a concern, it was dealt with in a timely manner. Could not be happier. Sandy Watson wrote, this company, and particularly my direct contact person, Eric, has been extremely professional and has handled everything with very fast and informative answers and details. The response time has been fast and efficient as well, and the entire company/customer relationship has been one with which I have been very pleased. Any lawn problems haven't been directly addressed, and they aren't right there to take care of them in an efficient and effective manner. I think I messed that up. I think she's saying that we have them there in an efficient manner. Their products and personnel are definitely a great asset for any property owner. So that was cool. We have a Yelp review from Tara Maria, and she said, I was doing research online to find a lawn care provider to get my grass green and lush and hopefully keep it that way. I first called a different company that I used many years ago. The salesman was so pushy, confrontational, aggressive, and dismissive. I could not get off that call soon enough. Then I called Weedman. What a breath of fresh air. Night and day from the other provider. Devin Goodnight was patient, professional, thorough, and informative. He was kind in his demeanor, as contrasted with the previous provider. I actually purchased more services from Weedman than I was originally planning on, due to Devin's great approach and demeanor. I committed to a year's service. I look forward to them beginning very soon. Thank you, Devin. So great job, Devin. Our customer service, I mean, that's top notch, and that's exactly what we want to hear. And then just a few little ones down here. Ty Wolf said fast, professional, and good pricing. And Enrique says, I've been with Weedman for a number of years, and it shows in the good condition my lawn is in. Thank you. So I did notice that our positive reviews this week focus heavily on our timeliness and our responsiveness. And I think it's important to highlight that because it's night and day from where we were last year. Around this time last year, our main complaint was people not being able to reach us, get us on the phone, and then scheduling issues or timeliness of us coming out to begin with. So it's really cool to see how far we have come from this time last year. And now for what I have been most excited about, and I'm sure y'all have been excited too, we have review mentions and the bonus spins. So this week we had 7 review mentions. So Ashley Williamson had 3 of those. So shout out. And then Marty, Eric, Charles, and Devin each had 1. So here is the breakdown. Even though the no name reviews still make up the majority, almost 30% of all of our reviews did mention our employees by name, which is really cool. And here's our year-to-date total. Not too much of a change, but each week Marcus just gets closer and closer to Ashley. So he's at 3.2% and she's at 3.8%. So we're getting a little competition going there. So let's go ahead and do the weekly bonus spin. Ashley does have the advantage having 3 out of those 7 reviews, but it is anyone's game. So let's go ahead. Okay, so these are all pretty evenly spaced out. So let us go ahead and spin. Ooh, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Great job, Eric. So even though Ashley had the most, is anyone's game. So that's a perfect example of that. So great job, Eric. That's awesome. Every review mention counts. So I will note that, make sure you get your credit there. And now we have the main event. So the highly anticipated March bonus spin. Just as a brief reminder of what we're doing, each review mention we had this month counts as an entry into the wheel of names. So I'll spin the wheel like I did a minute ago, and we will pick our first, second, and third place winners. So each of these winners will get to pick from any of this swag below. We have 3 different colors of visors: green and neon yellow / green, and a pink, a Weedman hat, a t-shirt, a bucket hat, which is pretty cool, and then like a little thermos tumbler type of cup. So just to give you an idea of how competitive this spin is, here is all of our final data with all the reviews from March. We have so many different people named. I was running out of colors to try to label this chart, but we do have 46 entries, which is crazy. Y'all really just took this and ran with it, and it was so fun to keep track of this over the past month. So we do have Kelsey and Marcus neck and neck for the lead. They both have 6 each, not too far behind. We have Stacy, Jared, and Clark. And then Ashley is coming up, as well as, I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce your name, Vam or Vam. I'm so sorry. I have a terrible accent when it comes to pronouncing names. But everyone has a shot, like we saw before. Anyone can win. So let's go ahead and do the spin. This wheel is so crazy looking. There are so many colors on here. I didn't know if they would let me put this many entries in, but I tried to split it up and make sure there was no 2 names that were in a row. So I think this is about as even as I can get it. So, all right, maybe to build anticipation, we will, I don't know if we should have first or third. Let's go ahead and do third. Or let's do first place first. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so our first place winner. Let's spin. Oh man, oh, that was so close. Congratulations, Mario. That's so crazy. I believe there was only 1 entry for you in there. So like I said, anyone can win. So great job. You write that down. So we have you as the first place. Right. Awesome. Okay, and then let's do second place. If it's the same name, I guess I'll spin again. Oh man, Bobby, second place. Bobby also had only 1 entry. This is wild. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, but that's 2 out of the 3. You only had 1 entry. All right, and last but not least, our third place. Okay. Oh, so close. All right. Third place is Kelsey. Great job. You definitely earned that. You really kicked ass. You had 6 out of those, so well deserved. Great job, everybody. I mean, we really kicked it in gear this month. So great job all. So if Mario, Bobby, and Kelsey, if y'all would all send me an email and let me know which of these little prizes you would like, I'll go ahead and give it to Karosi or Ron, and we'll get that ordered for you. And we will get that rolling. So great job, everyone. All right. And then last but not least, we do have our collage, and we finally have some lawns greening up, and all the pictures are going to be dormant lawns. So I got to upload these this week, and I think we're gonna get a lot of great feedback. So these are looking beautiful. Even this one here, even though it's still in dormancy, you can tell the mowing lines, like everything just looks great. So love to see that. We had a lot of good pictures sent in this week, but what a exciting and fruitful month we had in March. I mean, I believe we had 2 weeks, not consecutively, but we had 2 weeks where we had no reviews, which has never happened. I'll have to look back and see how many reviews we had just in March. When I was going through all of the reviews, we have had 341 from January 1st to now, which is crazy. But I feel like March was such a great step. I really couldn't ask for too much more. So I'm excited to see what April holds for us. And I'm so proud of everybody for just constantly improving, for working hard, for taking these challenges and facing them head on. And even though we don't like to look at the negatives sometimes, I think that we have learned so much just from doing these good, bad, and ugly videos and emails. At least I have in the last few months, but so far March has been so good to us. So I'm hoping that April is even better, and especially as we get into the real busy season and the swing of things, that we're going to have even more reviews and even more positive things to say and more fun events like the spin to do. So thank y'all so much for reading, for watching, and I hope that you all have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.